Today I've got my Discagenda to share with you guys. I have wanted to do a video on this for a little while now because I have had this since Christmas, but I thought it would be best if I waited until I had used it a bit so I can let you know how I'm using it, how I'm liking it and stuff, rather than showing you just a blank flip through. Before I get started, I do want to point out that I didn't paint my nails intentionally the same colour as my planner. Recently I've had a lot of kind of darker colours and pinks and stuff on my nails, and I fancied something completely different, so I went for a greeny bluey mint. And I've only realised when I sat down to film this just how much it matches the planner. So yeah, didn't do that on purpose, that is a complete coincidence. Thought I'd best point that out before I start because it kind of looks like I've painted them especially for this video, which I haven't. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before. I have featured it on my Instagram and on a previous video, but this is a Discagenda if you didn't know, and a Discagenda basically is a disc bound planner. There's obviously a lot of disc bound planners out there, but yeah, this one, and the cover is by Lovedoki. Disc bound is kind of a mixture between a ring bound planner and a spiral bound planner. So for example, Erin Condren's, they have a spiral that you can't remove the pages from, and obviously Filofaxes have the rings where you can remove the pages. Disc bound planners are somewhere in the middle where you can remove the pages but they kind of look pretty permanent. This whole thing does come out of this cover, so when I'm done with it I can get a new one of these and put it in this cover. If you did see the video where I featured this, then you'll know that I got this for Christmas from Jack. I was not expecting getting this at all. I hadn't asked for it. He got this for me because when I was planning things for the big meet, Lovedoki had actually donated some Discagendas for prizes on the day, so I got to see them before the big meet and I absolutely loved them. The ones that they donated were personal size. This is an A5 size one. So Jack chose the size, he chose the colour, and he did a very good job because this is one I would have chosen. He did tell me that he had asked a couple of my friends for their opinions, which I thought was incredibly sweet of him. So yeah, he really put thought into this gift and I'm really happy with it. So that's how I came to have this. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see the texture on this because of my lights, but they do have a texture on them and they are very squidgy. That is the only way I can describe it. They are a squishy planner. You can't bend it at all. There's no bend in it whatsoever. It's very sturdy. It's definitely on the squidgy side, which I really like. But yeah, that's the best way I can think of describing the feel of this planner. You're gonna have to kind of ignore the glare for the moment whilst I have it open like this because the background is silver, so it's very reflective. On the left we have a load of pockets. So we have this one, which is very different to other sort of planners. So this is kind of a proper pocket, like it has a popper on everything. I haven't used this. I haven't really used many of these pockets, to be honest. It's definitely something different, definitely something to get used to. There's then 4 more pockets on this side. I just have a holographic ollie clip at the top. I have my Cloudy Cow business card and my Daisy My Jewellery business card. I always like to have my business cards somewhere in my planner. I have that with pretty much every planner I own. There's then a big pocket here which I have just put a little bundle of stickers that I use all the time in this planner. I have realised with this planner, because of this pocket, you can fill these pockets quite a lot. So for example, the pocket, I'm obviously holding it upside down here, creates this gap here. So I'm not overfilling it or morphing it in any way. This is kind of its natural shape. So I did think that was really good. At the back, we just have the pocket where the actual planner section goes into. And there's also one bigger pocket here and a pen loop, which I've just got a Kiki K pen in there at the moment. The discs of this planner are metal. I didn't realise that to start with. I thought they'd be plastic, but they are actually metal, which I'm really happy about. Obviously it makes them stronger and they're going to last a bit longer. I wasn't too keen on the fact that they are gold and the rest of the metal things on this planner are silver, but to be honest it hasn't really bothered me too much since I've been using it, and I have kind of grown to like them. The original front cover to the planner is this, and I just used this as a template to make my own front cover. So it has like this plastic board. I like that this is like a thick piece of plastic. It's not a little fly leaf or anything, so it will definitely protect anything you make to go on the front. I just used various scrapbook papers and ephemera and stickers and stuff to create this cover, and obviously I chose a colour scheme that would fit with the colour of the actual Discagenda. So the tabs in this planner are very different to anything I've used before. They go all the way around the edge of the planner, like along the top and the side. At the front you have calendars for 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019. The dividers throughout the whole of this planner are foiled, so I haven't changed these. All of the dividers and stuff are exactly the same as how they were when I got them. Each month is laid out pretty much the same way. So at the start of each month you have a section to put any special occasions, goals, birthdays and things you need to remember. I haven't used this because I tend to use the monthly spread for this. So this isn't my main planner. This isn't the one that I use every single day. I use this pretty much once a week. So the way I've gone about using this is on Sundays I will sit down and bring out this planner. So this is obviously a monthly overview, so I've put in when bills are coming out and stuff like that. I also made a little card to put a picture of me and Jack in here. The way the week is split up is pretty much the same as any other vertical planner where you have the morning, afternoon and evening. The only difference with this is the boxes are a different size, so unless you want to trim down stickers you're not going to be able to buy exact size stickers to go in these boxes. I haven't found that a problem. I've used stickers that are meant for bigger boxes and trim them down in here. It's obviously a bit more time consuming but it works. More than anything, this planner is for me to sit down at the end of the week, get everything that I'm thinking about that I need to do for next week down somewhere and to give myself some sort of guide to go on for the week ahead. It also makes me sit down at the end of the week and do something creative. Sundays were my kind of freak out day where I'd be catching up with things from the week before and trying to plan things for the week ahead. But since I have been doing this and I have managed to keep this up for most of the weeks, I'll show you what I did when I missed a week. I've definitely managed to stay on top of things a lot better. I do use this alongside my bullet journal and I will be doing a video on how I'm getting on with this as well at some point, but this is very much my kind of rough planner, whereas this is my take a moment, sit down, plan things out with a pile of pretty stickers planner. Because it was a dated planner I was very apprehensive to use it. I'm just not very good at keeping up in dated planners, but I definitely wanted to give it a go and I'm very glad I did because I absolutely love it. So I'm going to give you a kind of flip through of my pages. It is obviously March now, so I have had a good amount of time to get used to this and figure out what I like to use and what I don't like to use. I have already gone through and covered up anything I don't want you to see. So one of the things I started to do and still do now is put a line of washi between the kind of day and evening. These two sections I count as one, so this is like my daytime and what I'm getting done in the day, and then this is what I'm getting done in the evening. As far as decoration goes, I had never decorated a vertical layout in a planner before and it was kind of overwhelming to start with because I just did not know where to start. So you'll see as I flip through here that my decorating style has definitely changed and kind of, I suppose, improved. I've used a ton of different stickers from different shops, so I can't really point anything specific out. Something you'll notice that I've not carried on is this. I was trying to track my social media in here, but because I don't really look at this daily, I wasn't really filling this in, so I think I tried it for 2 weeks and then gave up. Yeah, 2 weeks. I just didn't even fill this one in. I think eventually I left that section at the side as a note section and then I turned it into a kind of goals section. So I'd write the kind of main things that I wanted to get done that week that I couldn't not get done. This spread was actually the first time I'd ever used some sort of sticker kit. The sticker kit was from Project Plan. Before then I'd just been using washi and stickers. At the end of each month you have one box which has reflections and then you have another box which says notes. And I started off with January using the reflections box as a reflections box and I kind of self-reflected, so I kind of spoke to myself. So I said like, this worked, carry on doing this didn't work, try something else. And then in the notes section I kind of gave myself goals to do in February. So I put attempt to no spend, finish the washi shelf, scheduled tweets, sort out my accounts, just some kind of goals to start February with. And then on to February it kind of went well. I carried on decorating. I managed to decorate pretty consistently. I actually did a blog post on this, so if you want to see some more photos of this one then I'll leave a link to it below. Something I noticed in this planner was when a month ends midweek then you get 2 of those weeks. So you get one in February, one in March, and the same in March and April. I think there's a split week. So what I've chosen to do is ignore this week and start the new week on the new month because I prefer to have a blank at the back of the month rather than at the start of the month. I can't really remove these pages because they're on the back of 2 of the pages which I need. Might have a go at gluing them together and making them 1 page rather than 2, but yeah, I just not got around to doing that yet. And then we go on to March, which I have not done the monthly spread, but I have done the monthly spread for March in my bullet journal, so I can just transfer that over when I have time. So this was the first week of March. Then we have the second week of March, which was last week. I'm going to be visiting my family at the end of the month, so I'm going to be out of the office, and I was trying to get like twice as much work done, so I'm prepared. So we got to the current week, which is this week, and I hadn't decorated this week and I didn't want to backtrack or anything, so I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna like dwell on it, but I'm also not gonna leave it blank. I got my Gemma Corel tape, which has meh, nope, pug off, go away, and the dancing pug tape, which are all from idea.com, and I got this tape, which is from Tiger, and I just kind of filled it in. But I got back on track and I decorated this week, and I haven't decorated next week yet, but I still have time to do that, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, that's how I'm using my Discagenda, that's how I'm decorating it. So far I'm actually really chuffed that I've managed to stay on top of it. Well, pretty much stayed on top of it apart from that 1 week. I'm just really happy with how it's turning out. I really enjoy sitting down at the end of the week and doing it, and I think it's going to be really nice to have this to look back on at the end of the year. Hopefully you enjoyed having a look through it with me. I'll leave some links below to the Love Doki website and where you can buy this planner. As always, if you have any questions, then let me know below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.